Hello, and welcome back to Satisfactory Outpost in the Desert. We're still in the Electronics Outpost, hoping to finish that up in this episode. I finished belting the 20 manufacturers we need for the silicone high-speed connectors. And all that's left is to power them up. Let's quickly review the belts. We've got our circuit boards coming out of the wall here on the west side. I've split it off. The northern belt will head to supply our future array of crystal computer assemblers. The southern belt loops all the way around, first to the east, then to the north, and then back to the west. And then over on the eastern side here, we've got silica coming down, or silica coming in from the wall. This is coming down from the train station on the roof. And then we're just splitting it and supplying either side. Nothing else needs to happen with the silica, so that's fine. But the quick wire, we've got two belts of 600 quick wire. Each is supplying 6 manufacturers, and then we're merging this upper belt into the lower belt on each side. Oh, missed a tiny section there. There we go, that's better. And when we get to this side, we're just merging both belts of quick wire again, and then we'll belt those up to the roof to be taken back to the storage depot. So let's grab a few power poles and start powering this up. And I believe we need 16 assemblers making computers. Got a power nub wall attachment there. It's the best way to do this without clipping. Probably over here. Let's add another nub. Good. I don't like that clipping, but what are you gonna do? That's a little better. Okay. So this can supply power to, what, 4? What happened if we connect 2 together? Yeah, it's not gonna fly. Oh man, it's gonna be super hard to get that cable. Let's fly up there. Come on. I'm gonna be really irked if I have to deconstruct one of these. But that looks likely. Oh, got it. Okay, good deal. Okay. Now let's get another power pole. I'm slightly worried about our power supply right now. Just because I haven't been to the storage depot in a while, and if the plastic and rubber back up. Then, you stop making turbo fuel. Why is this yellow? Oh, waiting on the quick wire. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, they're all yellow, unless they're all powered. They'd be red if they weren't powered. Or they'd be red if they didn't have the recipe selected, so we know that we've at least got that done. Everything is moving. Obviously we're not going to be at full capacity right now because we don't have, Mark 3 miners and Mark 5 belts. That's fine. Easy to upgrade later. Now what we need to do is, I guess we can just let this run for a little bit. That's fine. I need to collect, I think it's either 50 or 100 high-speed connectors to unlock the supercomputer recipe, but that's fine. We'll let that run for a little bit. And hope that we don't lose power. Oh, it makes me nervous. Okay. Let's start the computer array. 16 assemblers, so it's, 8 and 8. Standard. Let's see how much space we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 foundations to work with. So let's try to put our output in this middle, this 4th row. We can merge. Yeah, we could merge this way, I believe. Center it. That looks good. Let's see how the assemblers look. Oh, that's pretty tight. Pretty tight. But, I think that's how it's got to be. Maybe we'll just commit to using conveyor lists again. Or, maybe not. It's easier with only 2 inputs. Let's see if this is... It's probably got to be in the middle, right? Just do a quick test. Oh yeah, this will definitely work. We can even move it closer. Unless I'm wrong. No. Okay, let's try this trick. Okay, yeah. If they're perfectly aligned, it'll work. This way looks the best, for sure, and it's the most reliable for getting the, avoiding the steepness bug, or the steepness error message, but it's a lot more time consuming, but That's what we have to do. That's what we'll do. Oh, I should probably, try to center these, right? So let's see how much space this takes up. Okay, there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly. Okay, that's convenient. Okay. So we'll start them right here. Yep, that's right. I thought I built these outposts very large, but in my next playthrough I will definitely remember how cramped these rooms quickly become when you're using manufacturers. So that's 8. Yep. Okay, it's centered. That's good. I'm going to merge behind me, the one space between. Okay. Now for these we need crystal oscillators and circuit boards. Let's set those recipes up. I've been pretty hard on myself for the amount of mistakes that I've made in the series, but thinking about it, if you're doing something this complicated for the first time, you can expect to make several mistakes. There's a lot that I really didn't anticipate with the multiple train systems. I've just never played with, trains or train stations being supplied by more than one locomotive before, so just jump right into it on this scale. I mean, my last playthrough, the Mega Factory, I used a total of, 2 large trains. And 2 train stations. At the receiving anyway, and a few more shipping, but it was essentially 2 trains. To go from that to this is really just diving into the deep end. But learned a lot, and the next playthrough will be much smoother. I don't know. How did we get manufacturers in the bar there? There we go. Okay. Let's see. Circuit boards are coming from here. And are these similar? Yeah. So we should be able to put this here in the center. And we'll have our crystal oscillators coming from this side. Put crystal oscillators on the second rung of the pole there, the second pole. That works. Now, need to switch this output a little bit. Okay. So it'll end here. the circuit boards will wrap around on this side. There we go. Okay. That part's easy. Let's grab our circuit boards. What I've done here at the end is, like, this is the split of the wall, the split coming off the wall, and then we wrapped it all the way around, and then I'm just merging it back into the second split, so that we have all of it combined, and the excess that's left after we feed our crystal computers will be belted up to the roof to be taken back to the storage hub, because we need circuit boards for one of the space elevator parts. So it looks like this is going to be right on the dividing line. There we go. Too far? Just barely too far, yeah. It's dark in here, man. We need some industrial lights. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Actually, we can, because the lower belt we can do because we don't need to. I mean, it'll be a lot easier to align in a forgiving way than the upper belt. You know, the lower belt won't have to be perfect, but the upper belt, like, literally has to be perfectly aligned to avoid the too steep message. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, 6. That's going up to the roof. To be taken back to the storage depot. And now we're just fixing this belt here. Okay. Can we set up all these recipes? Okay, good. So, circuit boards, easy. Now we just have to do this trick. Which direction are we coming from? Yeah, this way. 1, 2, 3. Is that aligned? Nope. It's really far back. There we go. Not a lot of room to work with here. Let's just test that again. Oh no. Too steep. How is it too steep? I swear we just set this up and it worked. Let's try one more time. Maybe we weren't aligned here. That's definitely... Oh, that is centered, okay. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that is really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Can we use a conveyor lift? Is this high enough for a lift? It is. Okay. So we'll use a lift. Better than moving the belts. It's fine. We just have to keep in mind which way the silica is coming from. In this case, it's coming from the west. One, two, three. No, these four. This is for the second. Okay. Okay. Half done. Now we can connect the belts. Must be crazy. I really thought we tested that and it worked. Okay, and this one ends right here. Doesn't go anywhere else. Well, that's... I guess it'd be faster to do the conveyor lifts now. And the lower splitters. This should be pretty forgiving. Yeah. Now we'll quickly do the other side. Just pick up the pace a little bit if we can. Silica is coming from the east. But only the orientation of the top splitter matters. Just gonna deconstruct the lower splitters. Okay, good. Conveyor lifts. Oh no. Did I forget to connect these on the side? Sure did. Okay. Let's do that all at once. Alright, gotta move faster. Now we just need 8 more splitters. You know, I'm sure I could have used Mark 1 belts for a lot of these, but that's fine. We're not hurting for case industrial beams. Okay, let's power these up. Let's see how long we can reach here. Okay, plenty of room. Okay, no clipping. That's what we like. Now that we've got these high-speed connectors automated, we'll be able to unlock the Mark III power poles. Looking forward to that. Why do I always do that? Actually, we can do... Yeah, that's right. Okay. So I assume this is just an issue of belts are empty. Looks like we're out of circuit boards. I guess these are filling up slowly. Crystal oscillators are already backed out. Oh, this belt's not connected. Alright, now we're turning green. Guess we should connect our output belts. I'm gonna go ahead and just harvest a few of these before we do. If we can get to 50, that's good. I know one of the Deuterium MAM unlocks requires 50 computers. 47, 50, great. Okay, and we'll use Mark 1 belts for this. Here's the autosave. Come on. Man, it's a long save. Okay. Making computers at a pretty good clip. Let's just gather 100, and then we'll make a trip. Quick trip back to the storage depot to do a quick MAM unlock so we can set up supercomputers. And 100. Okay. Feeling good about that. We need to take some high-speed connectors with us. Oh man, I thought we'd have more by now. Silica holding us back? That's weird. It's gotta be like a Mark V belt issue. Oh, okay, as we go down they each have more. I see. I'm gonna take all these back with us. Okay, that's definitely more than enough. Okay. Okay, Deuterium, supercomputers. We need 50 AI or AI limiters. Let's go grab those. Probably on the second floor. Or third floor, I guess. Let's grab 2 stacks. Okay. 3-second unlock. We can wait 3 seconds. Nice. That's geothermals. We'll get there eventually. I want to go ahead and start on the start this. Let's get 200 pipes. Beams. Why are there beams going into this? That's not right. Oh, this is the second floor. Man, I was freaking out. These are exiting. Yeah, I thought the shipping floor was messed up again. When I was correcting or revamping the system, there were a few major or significant mishaps that caused me to like restart recording one of these episodes more than halfway through. That happened when I one of the trains, I thought that I had miscounted, you know, which car should align with which platform, and so I removed one of the freight platforms. But while I was removing it, a train zipped into the station, and then, you know, the train halted because there was no track underneath it. And so I had to remove a few of the engines and then replace the platform. And when I replaced the platform, you know, the train zipped off without two of its engines. And then whenever it, you know, reached the next station and every subsequent station, because it was missing 2 engines, the alignment of all the freight cars was off, and so like various freight platforms around, you know, the map had more than one component, like the correct component and then the misaligned component, and it was a bit of a headache. Which floor are we on here? This is the high-speed connector floor. Okay. So let's take a look at our products. Okay, we've got high-speed connectors going up to the top floor here. Then we've got computers over here. Let's get those belts set up, those lifts. Okay, that's already done. This is the computers. Put a window here. Over there, that's circuit boards. That's for the train. There we go. Now, supercomputers are made by combining computers, AI limiters, high-speed connectors, and I believe it's plastic. Let's take a look now that we've unlocked the recipe. Yeah. Computers, AI limiters, high-speed connectors, plastic. Let's go up to the next floor. Actually, I guess we should go down one floor first. what we've done here, where's the plastic coming up? Okay, so the plastic is coming down from the roof, from the train station here. It's wrapping all the way around. This is our circuit board setup, right? Here, and then we're just taking it back to the wall, and we're going to belt it up to the top floor. Conveyor lift. There we go. So that should be all 4 components required for supercomputers. Window. Window. Yeah. This is my 3rd episode today. I've been playing for a long time. My brain is a little bit mushy right now. But, you know, I took such a big break sorting out the train station problem. That was mostly just, you know, pen and paper work trying to solve the issue. Not quite enough room. You don't need all this concrete. There we go. Okay. I took such a large break that I wanted to, you know, get several episodes in under the belt. So we need 10 manufacturers making supercomputers. This is the high-speed connectors. These are the AI limiters. And you know, we just belted them across because we're also collecting those at the storage depot, as we'll be collecting the high-speed connectors after we use them at the storage depot. Plastic is over here. Computers are right next to the AI limiters. So we've got 3 materials coming up on this wall, plastic on this wall. Now this is an array of, this is 10 wide, right? We needed 20. We only need half of that. We need 5 wide. Let's try to center it somewhat in this platform. Is this the center? 1, 2, 3, 4. $17. Okay. So the 9th. This is the center. Yep. Okay. Which way are we merging? You know, let's merge this direction to the west. Let's start right here. This isn't perfectly centered. You know, if we can give ourselves some room around the hypertubes, that's always best. Okay, let's put a merger here, just so we know what we're working with. Manufacturer. Let's start it. Let's give us 1 space between. Or even more, you know, we could go like this, like give us looks good. And then over here we'll do one of these. Two, three, four, five. Nine on this side. I need to shift it over a little bit. Six on this side. So really we need to move it down 1.5 to be centered. So we'd start it right here. All right. Yeah, that looks good. Five more. Come on. There we go. Now our mergers. All right. Recipes, supercomputer. And we have more than enough space that we won't need to use conveyor lifts. Although, I kind of feel like we should. It looks, I mean, we don't need to use conveyor lifts, but I feel like we should use the method of stacking the splitters just because it looks so much better. You know, with the belts perfectly aligned, it's more, I think it's more noticeable when you have, you know, the four belts so close to each other. Clearly I can't get through, what is this, 40 splitter alignments in 5 minutes, so we're not going to get there before this episode is finished. But we'll do like the first one, and then I can finish the splitters between episodes. We are so close to unlocking tier 7. I say that as I got how long? What is this? 345 hours deep into this series. Wow. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of hours. Okay. So we'll move, what is this? To right here, it looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a quick test and make sure this works. Like it's so far away, of course it's gonna work. Of course, I've thought that before and been wrong, so. 1, 2, 3, 4. EP35. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. So on this side, it'll be over here. So these are entered from this side, so that means this will be the plastic. Let's try using a wall attachment. Yeah, that works pretty well. Let's go all the way up and go over. Happy with that. And then for the, I think everything else will just, the plastic will wrap around here and then wrap it around and go back the other way. I think everything else will wrap from this starting point right here. What's the best way to do this? There we go. One, two, three, four, five. I feel like we can go down here, right? Is that clipping? It's just barely clipping. Maybe if we move it back here. That angle should be better, right? Yeah, much better. Okay. Put the plastic on the top. So Okay, well, basically out of time for this episode. But we got a fair amount done. I will quickly set up this, well not quickly, but I will painstakingly set up this this array. Oh man, I got the spacing wrong. This should actually be right here. Okay. Well, I will painstakingly set up this array of manufacturers to pump out our supercomputers. It's actually not bad. Easy fix. Between episodes, and following that, we'll be ready to set up the motor factory, which at this point is just rotors, stators, and motors, right? And I want to also take a look at the assemblers we'll need for the space elevator parts to unlock Tier 7. So all of that and more coming up in the next episode. Thanks for watching. This series, while it's been 345 hours of work, it's also been, we'll say, I don't know, 275 hours worth of fun. So, that's not bad for 30 bucks, right? Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying it, at least half as much as I am. Subscribe if you haven't. Keep hitting the like button, and I'll see everyone in the next episode for the Motor Factory.